So I welcome you all and we'll start this session. So what is the agenda of this session? We are starting live classes for UGC NET from coming Monday, day after tomorrow, 27th of this month. And so we'll discuss that, what our plan for these classes is. Then we'll share a couple of pointers how to prepare for the exam. Then what are the different resources which we make available to make sure that you get your JRF seat in the exam. And finally, any questions which you have. This entire thing I'll take around 15 to 20 minutes. And then question answer session and anything which you want to ask after that. So guys, I suppose that all of us have one single aim, that is UGC NET in the coming exam. So the first question is that when will there be next UGC exam? So although there is no official notification from the government as of now, but what we are expecting that that this current exam is going to wind up by end of this month, and then I think there will be answer key challenge which should happen around in the first week of January. So this exam will be over in next couple of days. Then we are expecting an answer key challenge which should happen like around 3-4 days after that. I think by 10th of January answer key challenge should be over. And going by the precedence of previous exams, I think result should be out by maybe not more than 20th of January. So what we are expecting, that result should come out in that time frame of I think 20th or 25th of January. Okay. So now bigger question is, after this exam is over, result is out, when next exam is expected? Although there is no official notification from NTA till now, but what we are expecting is that the next exam should happen sometimes in May or June, and then I think again this December and June, both these exams will be clubbed together. So that is what we are expecting. So next exam after I think around 4-5 months. So in around May, June, around that time frame, next UGC NET should happen. Although everybody is waiting for official notification to come out. Okay, next thing. So a very brief introduction. I think most of you know us, who we are. I am from Human Peritus, and what we primarily do, we are subject matter experts of management and commerce subjects. Because of these this expertise, we do couple of exams, UGC NET, code 08, code 17, code 55, of course with paper 1. Then there are also some other exams where your management or commerce skills are required. For example, management optional subject for UPSC Civil Services Mains. Then couple of UPSC recruitment exams like ALC, ESIC, EPFO and all those things. I think currently also 2-3 exams are going on, ALC, ESIC. Another notification has come out, admin officer in GSI. Especially those guys who are with code 55 subject, they should consider this assistant labor commissioner exam. And notification has come out again yesterday. So especially those guys who have done their MBA in HR or with HR specialization, they should definitely consider writing UPSC Assistant Labor Commissioner exam. Notification is out. We won't discuss that today, but you will have those sessions also on YouTube in next couple of days. Coming back, because of this expertise, only we do HR and marketing officer exams also for different PSUs and IBPS, etc. Okay. So guys, first thing is that we want a good score in UGC NET. We want a JRF seat. So what should be our target? What should be our target score? And accordingly, we'll tell you that what is our plan, how we are going to make you prepare everything. So guys, these are cutoff of HRM code 55 subject for last 3-4 exams. So if you will look at this trend for JRF 68, 70, 67, 70. So for code 55 guys, you can say that you have to target a score of above 70% for JRF, and then net is what? Couple of percentage point lesser than that you get assistant professor, which is net. So for JRF, approximately 70% is your approximately 70% is your target above 70% for code 55 guys. Okay, let us look at management now. Code 17, these are management cutoff. So management guys 62%, then it went up to 68, then 61, and then 64 in June 2020 exam. So again, if not 70, close to 70% for GRF for management code 17 guys. Of course, assistant professor, couple of percentage point lesser than that. Let us look at code 8 commerce. In this case, what have been your cutoff? 62%, then 68% June, then December 19, 62%. Incidentally, for June 2020, cutoff of commerce was not declared by commerce. Anyway, so what we can learn from this, again, it also jumped even to 68% in June 19. So close to 60%. So guys, what do we learn from this analysis? The first thing which we should learn is that we should target a score of above 70%. The code 55 guys definitely above 70 for JRF. Code 17 and commerce guys close to 70 score for JRF. 70% in total paper 1 and paper 2. I'm talking in percentage of the overall score. So how you will get this 70%? Of course, we'll tell you now what you have to do in paper 2. But another important point is that generally you guys ignore paper 1, okay? And so once you get result, you see that you have scored around 32 to 35 correct out of 50 in paper 1. That translates into approximately 65 to 70%. And you feel that, oh, I did well in paper 1, but I did not do well in paper 2. But this is wrong. Guys, paper 1 is quite predictable. So what our suggestion is, in paper 1, you should definitely target a score of close to 40 out of 50. This should be a target, because you have to build up an overall score of close to 70%. If you will score at close to 40 out of 50 in paper 1, this will definitely help you in paper 2, because it is easier to get that one extra mark, one incremental mark in paper 1 in comparison to paper 2. That is why do not ignore paper 1. If you are scoring 32, 33 correct out of 15 paper 1, do not feel happy. What you should be targeting is a score which is close to 40 out of 50 in paper 1. You can convert that into percentage by multiplying it by 2. So paper 1, super important. That is where you will build up your score. Because it's easier to get one extra mark, one incremental mark in paper 1 in comparison to paper 2. That is why I am advising you so. Okay, so what do we understand till now? Let us target score of close to 70. Second thing, we will not ignore paper 1. Okay. Another thing which I want to show you. Okay, so guys, this is scorecard of somebody who was our student, and what she did. She scored All India rank 1. So 100 percentile she had in subject of code 55, labor welfare. If you look at her score, she scored in paper 2 60 correct out of 100. In paper 1, she scored 39 marks out of 50. In paper 2, so highest score in paper 2 was 76 out of 100. On the other hand, I'm telling you, in paper 2, you should be targeting a score of close to 70. So the topper is not very far. So this is scorecard of All India Rank 1. So this is where usually topper stands. We have another one. This is for code 17. Again, he scored 100 percentile in paper 2 and total also paper. So he was All India Rank 1 not only overall but also in paper 2 as well. So again, he was our student Shivam Goyal. So code 17 management subject. And so let us look at his score. So out of, in paper 2 he did 80 correct out of 100, and in paper 1 he did 39 correct out of 50. So this will give you very good idea that you don't have to score, that even toppers are scoring in paper 2 close to 80 only. They are not scoring 88 or 95 marks. So you do not have to do every question correct. You just have to put up a good score. So this is where your topper stands. But again, coming back, both these guys have definitely done well in paper 1 also. Okay. Next thing. So guys, we because after every exam we also do a lot of analysis that the kind of paper which has come. For commerce subject, let us look at what has changed from June 19 to December 19. June 19 to December 19. So I'll give you a few examples. For the topic of legal aspects of business, in June 19 there were 8 questions which became 12 in December 2019. For marketing it was 9, then it became 14 in the next exam. For OB it was 14, then it became 11 in the next exam. Accounting and auditing it was 8, it came down to 5. So what do we learn from this? That there is no fixed predefined pattern that how many questions will come from which area. Generally people have this misperception that there are 10 different units, so 10 questions from each unit. That does not happen. You can see another now from June for commerce only, December 19 to June 20. What has changed? Again, legal aspects 12, it came down to 7. Then HR 9 to 13 and so on. So there are a lot of changes and there is no trend. Do not try to construct any trend from this. So this was for June 19. In fact, for commerce only, I'll tell you something interesting. For commerce only, because commerce exam is held in 2 sittings, morning and evening. So you had your commerce paper in 2020 on 17th of October. There were 2 papers, one in morning, one in evening. Even those paper has different weightage of questions. So same like same day, 2 different guys has different. So in the first paper FM 6 questions, in the second paper FM 11 questions. In the first paper OB 9, second paper in the evening 13 questions. And the trend is exactly same for even code 55 management. This is management trend. Later you can pause this slide and look at everything. So December 19 HRM 18, June 22 HRM 7. Code 55 guys. Again you can look at this slide carefully later. So so guys, what do we learn from this? What do we learn from this? Number one, you have to cover full syllabus. There is absolutely no shortcut. Second thing, stop looking for important questions. Just look at every keyword of the syllabus and cover entire syllabus. Stop finding at important questions. And this is even more important. Why? Because what some of you are doing, you have started studying from YouTube. So you will find somebody on YouTube and he will say that, okay, I'll do 50 most important questions on income tax, and your income tax is done for commerce guys. Or somebody else will say that I'll make entire HRM covered in this marathon class of 3 hours. HRM is done and UGC NET is cleared. Guys, this does not work. We have been doing it for last more than 10 years now. UGC NET different subjects. till date we haven't been able to figure out even a single important question for which we can claim that this will definitely come. This never works. If you do not believe me, do one exercise. Look at any such video, compare all those questions with the questions which are given in the actual paper, compare them one by one, and then see how many questions you will get from those videos. So what do we learn? Let's come back to our traditional method of our learning. Let us come back to textbooks. Let us cover entire syllabus topic by topic. It will take time. It will take time. It will take a couple of months. It will take 3, 4, 5 months and so on. So guys, come back to your books. If there is anybody anywhere who is telling you that these are important questions for your exam, do not believe it. It never works. I mean, even if it works, even if there is one question which he or she would have told you it will come in the exam, will that help? You do not have to do that 1 or 2 question correct. You have to put up a score of 70% overall. So come back to traditional methods of learning, cover syllabus topic by topic, and cover entire syllabus. Do not skip anything. This is what we have been doing. This is what we have been doing in our live classes. We'll make you cover entire syllabus. It will take some time. There will be no shortcuts. We'll teach you for good 250 to 60 hours. But by end of the course, you'll be confident and you'll be able to score, and you'll be able to put up a good score and get your JRF seat. Okay. So guys, what you will get from us, so we'll do 5 things for you. Number 1, you will get printed books via courier at your home. Number 2, we'll teach you in live classes for around 4 months. Then you will also get recorded videos of these live classes. Why we are giving you recorded videos? So that if you miss any class, you can look at recorded video of these classes. Then there is an online question bank of around 7,000 questions. So guys, these 7,000 questions will cover every previous year question from year 2019 to 2021. Yes, every paper, every question will be covered. Plus, there are new questions which are created by our team. All these 7,000 questions are divided topic-wise. So what we have done, we have subdivided entire syllabus in approximately 200 subtopics. And all these 7,000 questions are divided into approximately 200 subtopics. So why we have done this entire exercise? So that you have this flexibility to focus only on those areas where you feel the need. Finally, you will have mock test papers, and this is our plan. And if you go by this plan, if you are ready to work hard with us for next 3-4 months, nobody can stop you from cracking UGC NET. Guys, please understand, UGC NET is not a difficult exam like your civil services and all these. I mean, even, sometimes, we are surprised. People are writing UGC NET like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. It is not clear. This should not happen, guys. It's quite predictable paper. Questions are from a predefined area. You will find violation of syllabus not in more than 2-3 questions out of 100. You don't have to score 90 marks. You have to just put up a score close to 65, 70, whatever your subject is. If still you are failing even after 3-4 attempts, then definitely the only reason can be that either you are not studying or you are focusing your energy on wrong resources, like studying from YouTube, trying to find shortcut, trying to cover entire HR in 3 hours, or trying to find important. Do not do that. Come back, cover the entire syllabus, do them one by one, and you should be okay. Okay. So guys, these printed booklets you get via courier at your home. Recorded videos you can see on a mobile phone also, on a desktop also. Question bank again through a mobile app also, on a web browser also. Mock test again, same thing. Live classes again you can attend through a mobile phone also, and desktop or laptop as well. Actually, live classes are conducted in a totally similar way, the way we are discussing it right now and the way you are attending it right now. Okay, so I won't spend much time on this. I'll just tell you summary of this. So you know, we did another analysis that if is UGC net, is it a tough paper? Why people are spending like 2 years, 3 years, and so much? I mean, if not one, at max 2 attempts, you should be able to do it. If still you are taking 3-4 years, then why this is happening? So we did an analysis that, and we did this for last paper, 2020 paper. We'll also do, of course, a lot of such things for 2021. Okay, so we did an analysis that how many questions are easy, how many are moderate, and how many are tough. So what is definition of easy? Easy means that even if you do not study, because you are a management or commerce subject, you will know its answer. You will know its answer even if you haven't studied anything. So this is our definition of easy. What is definition of moderate? Moderate means what is covered in traditional syllabus. What is covered in traditional syllabus? So usually traditional means that every book will have these topics. So this is moderate. What is tough? Tough is that even if you study your traditional sources, traditional books, or your typical MBA, MCOM course, still you'll find it difficult to do this question. So you know, we did this analysis, and I'll jump these slides that what is easy, what is difficult, and I'll come back to summary of it. Okay. So for December 2020 paper, for management code 17, for management code 17, there were only 17 questions out of 100 which we think that they were tough. So remaining 83 questions for code 17, they were either moderate or easy. Moderate means that everybody knows that they are part of syllabus. They are given in almost every book if you have been studying seriously. Similarly, for commerce, 91 were moderate and easy, 9 were tough. For HRM, 13 and 70 plus this. So guys, so 83 over here, 91 over here, and this was 87 for HRM code 17. Okay, if your target is to get a score of close to 70%, and if 83, 91, 87 are moderate or easy, then where is the issue? Why we are failing? And of course, by the way, because in UGC NET, there is no negative marking. Even out of these 17 questions, 4 should be right by law of probability, right? If you write C and same answer, at least 4 will get correct. So 83 plus 4, 87 over here. So what I'm trying to say, that if you are studying from right resources, if you are focusing on right content, if you are not looking for unnecessary smartness or tricks and all those things, there's no reason why you should fail. Okay. Okay, so what do we learn from this? That usually you will have paper within syllabus only. Don't worry about that except few questions. Second thing is that do not worry about those few tougher questions. They do not make any impact. Please remember that even toppers were scoring close to 80 only. All India rank 1 or 100 percentile, which have been our students, they have been scoring close to 80 only. Please keep that in mind. Okay. Coming back, so what is our plan of live classes? That is something for which we are here today. Classes will start from Monday. We'll cover entire syllabus in 4 months. Of course, paper 1 will also be covered. So how these classes will go on? So guys, how we work at Human Fighters is that you get a weekly calendar. So on every Friday, you will get an email from us. That email will have schedule for the next week. So the schedule will look something like that, that on Monday, 8 p.m., you have a class on HRM. At 3 p.m., you have a class on maybe paper 1 logical reasoning. On Wednesday, maybe it's a off, no class. On Thursday, again at 8 p.m., you will have a class on maybe marketing management and so on. So this is how you will get an schedule from us every week on Friday. So there's a new schedule on every Friday for the next 1 week. Another thing, guys, please understand that, so guys, in your classes, sometimes you also will find students of other courses. For example, while you are studying HRM, you might find somebody who is studying HRM for management optional from civil services, or maybe commerce and management, or maybe some other exam. So do not worry about that. If you are invited for a class, be assured that it is part of your syllabus. You will never get invited for a class which is not part of your syllabus. If you are getting an invite for the class, do attend that. It is part of your syllabus. Next thing, who are your teachers? Please be assured that only those teachers will teach you who are themselves NET or JRF qualified. You will not find even a single person in front of you who is not NET or JRF qualified. That is our minimum eligibility criteria. Second thing, it is not that one or two teachers will teach you everything. You will find different subject matter experts. So by end of this course, I think 12, 13 different teachers will teach you different subjects. Even we have multiple teachers for, I think HR will be taught by 2 different teachers. For labor laws, again, 2, 3 teachers are there. Okay. Next thing, how to join these classes? Again, you can join through a mobile app or through a desktop or laptop, whatever you have. Another thing, guys, when you are studying in these classes, your focus has to be on content only, whatever because you do not ask your teacher where my courier is. Do not ask why my online test platform login credentials are expired or something. So any operational matter your teacher will not know. Ask your teacher only about the content. Do not worry whether this is part of your syllabus or not, because we have taken care of that. That is why you are getting that invite. So do not waste your teacher's time by asking that whether it's part of my syllabus or not. What you should be asking to your teacher is about the content, what he or she is teaching. Focus on the academic content only. Anything else, if you will ask your teacher will not tell you. So now question is, if you have any other thing which you want to ask, how you can do it? So you can get back to Human Pietas team at this number, which all of you know. You can email us, which is contact@humanpietas.com and so on. So come back to us, but most of the time your teacher will not know where your courier is or any other operational matter. Okay. Next thing, guys. So what all is included? Those 5 things. I'll repeat them once again: online teaching, recorded videos, printed study material, online question bank, fresh mock test papers. Finally, if you miss any class, no worries. You can see recorded videos of every class and anytime. Even if you attended a class, you want to see that class once again, that is why we give you option of recorded videos. Okay. So guys, if you are ready to work hard with us for next 3-4 months, starting coming Monday, we are here for you. You can depend completely upon us for 100% coverage of your syllabus, and you can enroll through website of Human Pietas. And I'm done. Now I'll take up the questions one by one. So how we'll do it is that some of you have written the questions on the chat box. So rather than doing that, let us speak to you, because that is how you will also come to know that how do we interact in live classes? How do we interact in live classes? So, but again, my request is, some of you are asking about ALC and I don't know something else. Let us stick to UGC net only and nothing else. Okay. So just write on the chat box, I want to speak, and we'll take up one by one. Yeah. Just write on the chat box that I want to speak. And I'll also request my friend Shiva to help me in this. Yeah. So Shiva, are you there? With whom?
Yes, sir. So the first one that we have is Lisa Sunny.
Yes, Lisa, speak up. Yeah. So guys, you have a green colored mic button. So we are unmuting you from here. Just unmute yourself and speak up. Yes, Lisa. Yes, speak up.
Hi, sir. Are you able to hear me? Am I
Yes,
audible?
I can. Yes, correct.
Yeah, so I had two questions, sir. So first question is that so this particular program covers commerce subjects also. I am looking forward to only studying for management and HR.
No, no.
So
Bolo, yes.
is that part of the package, or
No, no,
because that will
no,
be extra or
no,
something?
no, no. Please
Okay,
understand that there are three different subjects: Code 17
okay,
Management, Code 55 HRM, Code 08 Commerce. So accordingly, there are
okay,
different syllabus for each of them. Some part is
okay.
also common, but if you are writing in maybe Code 17 Management, you don't have to study Commerce. So which exam you want to write? Code 17 or Code
Uh,
55?
Code 55 actually.
Okay. So if you want to write Code 55, there is a definite syllabus of Code 55. Okay. There is
Okay,
a predefined syllabus which has four things: labor laws, HR, OB, and then there are like labor welfare, industrial relations, and so on. So
uh-huh.
you will get classes of your course only. You do not have to
Okay,
study
okay.
Commerce. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, done.
So
Uh,
first question.
one second question is, so I have already ordered the printed materials online previously 2 years before. If I can just, is it possible for me to just attend this live classes and just the
Yeah,
question
of course.
access to the question back?
Yeah, of course, you'll be able to do that. So just send us an email, and
Mm-hmm.
through any email ID which you have from, you would have received tracking number and all those things. Just reply to one of the emails that
Okay,
uh, I want to attend live classes. I have already taken the study material, and we'll tell you how you can
correct.
go ahead. Okay, send us an
Okay,
email.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Okay. Who else?
Okay, so then we have Taruna Chopra.
Yes, Taruna.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, hi, Taruna. Speak up.
Sir, actually, I'm a working professional. So, which is the best way to, I mean, to manage my time along with the, the study which is provided by you for UGC NET.
See, now thing is that there are two things. Number one is that because we have been saying it for last now couple of years, so almost everybody who is writing especially code 17, code 55, I mean
Mm-hmm.
at least 70 to 80% people are working professional, because everybody is working after MBA. Nobody is just sitting for UGC NET. Okay, I mean very few guys are doing that. So first thing is that you are competing with people like you only. So that should
Mm-hmm.
not work. Now
Okay.
you have to take out some time after your work or like weekends and all that. Start putting in 2 3 hours every day. What we have done for you, what we have done to make it easier for you is that we have made things quite concise. For example, see, our marketing teacher is teaching you entire marketing course in a class of
Mm-hmm.
approximately 17 18 hours only, with that
Okay.
exam specific focus of keywords only, because our objective is not to make you marketing gurus like your MBA classes where you study case studies and all those things. Our objective is to make you ready for the UGC NET. Okay, so similarly we are giving you concise booklets, so we are making things quite easier for you, that you have to go through pretty less than your traditional MBA books or traditional MCOM books. So beyond it,
Okay.
take out some time, you'll be able to do it.
Okay. So here, you mentioned that Friday is the class timing, right? Class day,
Yes.
Friday.
No, no.
Okay. So only.
On Friday you will get a schedule. See, every week you will have around 7 8 classes every
Okay.
week of 2 hours each.
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
there is a calendar which we prepare on every Friday for the next week, and we communicate to you in advance. So attend as many live classes as you can. Whatever you cannot attend for that class, look at the recorded video.
Recorded. Okay. So what is the class timing, sir? I mean,
So there's no specified time. As I told you,
okay.
there is
On
a
Friday
calendar
we will see that.
prepared every Friday for the next. Yeah.
Okay. See, sir, basically from Monday to, you can say, Saturday. Saturday may be lenient for us, but Monday to Friday I have a, you can say, very much hectic job because I'm working in an MNC. So you know that the MNC job is very much hectic.
No, no,
So
I
yeah.
totally understand that. But please understand, the question paper never considers this fact, that whether you
Right.
were full time available for studying or you were working somewhere else, you have to appear through same paper. So I mean,
Right.
there's nothing other than whatever schedule we have to take out some time. I mean, there is no
Really?
other way.
That is fine, sir. So is there any possibility that the class will happen like between the office I mean in between office hours? Like 9 to 6 is my timing.
Of course,
It can.
there will be classes in the day only, because see, sometimes we also have to teach you 10 classes in a week. Please note,
Okay.
please note that we have to teach you up for approximately 260 to 70 hours in a window of 4
Okay.
months. If we
Okay.
have only night only classes or weekend only classes, we will not be able to cover syllabus in 4 months. And you know,
Okay.
we are not giving you a like 30,000 feet overview of topics. We are teaching you in detail. Look at some of the videos which are there on the website of pre-recorded classes. You will see what I'm telling you. So this will take time.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
so although we understand that some of you are working professional, still we have to schedule some classes in the day as well.
Day as well. Otherwise,
Yeah.
the maximum classes will happen in evening.
Yeah, we try that. But see, again,
Try
please
that.
understand that is why I'm saying that some classes will definitely be some. So you will have some classes in evenings or weekends. Some classes in the
Okay.
day as well. Yeah.
Okay. As such, there is no fixed. Okay.
Yeah. So every Friday you will. So see, I'll tell you how this schedule will look like. Monday night. So for example, Monday night 8 p.m. you have a class on HR. Then Tuesday at 3 p.m. you have a class on maybe marketing management. Okay.
Okay.
When
Right.
maybe again at 8 p.m. So this is how we prepare a weekly schedule on every Friday. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So that it may most likely it may happen between office hours. Okay.
Of course, yes. Not it will happen. You will definitely have some classes in the day.
Okay. Fine. And sir, one of the second question I want to ask that I did my major specialization was in MBA was marketing and minor was HR. So which is the best discipline that I should opt for, like code 17 or code 55?
See, this is a very good question, and it's a very personal question as well. Please understand that you have to see the difference between HR and management is what. If you are studying in HR, then you have to study HR, OP, labor laws, which are quite theoretical in nature. Okay.
Right.
But
Right.
if you are doing in management, then you also have to study stats. You also have to study eco. You also have to study your financial management, operations, okay, accounting, right? If you are
Right.
okay with topics, then go with management. If you are not comfortable, you are comfortable with theoretical topics only, then stick to HR and OB. But also noted that see where you want to go. If you want to build up things in HR area only or labor laws area only, then take code 55. Because
Okay.
but if you want to keep yourself open, then code 70. Again, my final conclusion is that do not think which is good or which is bad. Both are equally tough. Although HR has lesser syllabus, but cutoff of HR will be higher than management always.
Higher.
Okay.
Right.
The only thing which you should is that look at the syllabus and think in which you will be able to study and pass.
Okay.
The objective
Otherwise,
is not,
sir, okay.
the objective
Otherwise,
is, yeah, speak up.
yeah, otherwise, I think the options will you can say will open more in the field of management as compared to HRM, because
Yes, of course.
HRM it is more, okay.
Of course. Because management guys will be able to teach HR also, but not
That
right.
is, yeah.
But correct. It is one of the subjects, and then there are the 8 other subjects. But HR guys will be confined to HR, OB, labor laws, and so on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again,
So,
please understand only one fact, because we have seen it earlier. Some of you take a management subject thinking that I'll get more opportunities, and then you end up not passing. That doesn't take you anywhere. Just see in which you are comfortable. Yeah.
Best. Okay. And my last question, sir, if I opt for this human paratus, is there any like the way that I am communicating with you via audio? So is the same facility will be provided during classes or not?
Yeah, it's same. It's same platform, same link, everything same. Yeah.
Because every time writing the questions, on the chat box is very difficult, and that's
No,
why I'm
I
saying.
don't. And why don't do one thing? I mean, you do not have to listen to me. Go look at some recorded videos on the website. There are 7-8 different videos of different teachers. Look at that. Okay.
Okay, okay. No, I'm just asking for the live lectures.
Now we have to move to somebody else now. Okay. Next one. Yeah.
I'll just finish off with what Taruna was actually asking. Taruna, you will get the option of talking to the subject matter experts. That is for sure. You do not have to worry. What sir wanted you to watch the recorded video just to get an example of how students are actually discussing with the teachers. All right. Okay. So the next one is Vedart.
Yes, Vedart, speak up.
हाय सर, मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ इस कोर्स की फीस स्ट्रक्चर क्या होगी, एंड सेकंड इज दैट मेरा क्वेश्चन सेम है कि क्या मैं इसको एज ए सैलरी पर्सपेक्टिव से अगर देखना चाहूँ, मैंने पीएचडी की तो मेरी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी में सेलेक्ट होने के चांस क्या होंगे, एंड सैलरी पे स्केल किस में ज्यादा मिलने के चांस है, एचआरएम के थ्रू या मैनेजमेंट के थ्रू? क्योंकि इंटरेस्ट तो सर दोनों में है, सो दैट्स वाई मेरे लिए मॉनेटरी भी मैटर करता है। मतलब पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है, नोट एग्जाम से।
ओके ओके, ज्यादा चांस मैनेजमेंट में होंगे।
ओके,
क्योंकि उसमें ज्यादा ऑप्शंस आपके पास अप्लाई करने के लिए, अगर आप ज्यादा चांस की बात कर रहे हो। बट अगेन मेरा तुम सबसे रिक्वेस्ट ये है कि पास भी करना है, सिर्फ चूज नहीं करना आज के दिन, ठीक है। सेकंड थिंग, आप सो देयर डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स आर डिफरेंट फीस। आप एक बार जस्ट लुक एट द वेबसाइट। फॉर मैनेजमेंट एंटायर कोर्स इज 29,600, फॉर एचआरएम 29,400. There are other options as well. So with that, just look at the website or you will be able to figure out all these things.
तो मॉड्यूल आपने हमें प्रेजेंट किया, इसका क्या कॉस्ट होगा ओवरऑल?
29,600 for management subject. Yeah.
ठीक है, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
Okay, thanks. Yes. Who else? Yeah.
Rakshanda Khan.
Okay, हाँ बोलो।
So actually I enrolled early for the course, and in every topic there is much detail in printed booklets compared to videos. So on which thing we should focus more, on videos or?
Please understand, the teacher job is not to read line by line from book. The teacher job is to make you understand things. Okay? So there is not either or. You have to go through printed booklets as well as what teachers are teaching you in the class.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so next is Parul Sinha.
Yes, Parul, please speak up. Yeah.
Yes, hello, sir. So, sir, I have qualified NTNet twice with code 55 HRM, and I'm a working professional, but I was not able to clear JRF in any of my attempts. So I gave 3 attempts, and one of the main reason which I felt is due to lack of strategy, because I've always scored in paper 2 around 61 to 64. But as you just said that All India rank 1 scored 80. So I mean, yes, it is a huge difference. I mean, 14 questions difference. So that is why this time, I mean, we had a conversation yesterday in the evening when I had a doubt of regarding that live session, which should I join? So I mean, will we get some strategies also? I'm just curious to know this.
Of course, see, please understand, strategy is it's a long-term preparation plan. Okay. So there is a overall subject, your core strategy. Then subject-wise, what has to be done, what has to be studied. Your teachers will keep teaching you. But see, again, what my thinking is that with the human patus, you do not have to make strategy. You just have to do the plain hard work of doing whatever we are telling you to do. Okay, don't worry, it's our job. Leave that on us. Leave the strategy part on us. Just do whatever we are telling you to do.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
So these 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, which you can see on the screen right now, just do these 4 things with us. Forget about strategy.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next one.
Okay, Charukesh Patil.
Yes. So, sir, my question is, for these online videos, how many days I have the access to watch the recorded videos?
till next 2 exams of UGC NET. One which will happen in like May, June kind of thing, then one more after that. Till 2 exams of UGC NET.
Till 2 exams. Okay, sir.
Yeah, next.
Karishma Bhagwani.
I was listening from past 15 minutes. So in the discussion, I was able to understand that you offer HRM and management thing. But what about commerce, sir? I want to opt for commerce stream.
Yeah. So we also offer for Commerce Code 08 subject. Okay. So to start with, what you can do, look at website of Human Pettus, understand that entire structure one by one, spend 5-7 minutes on the website, and then you can come back to us if you have any queries. Okay.
The last question is, can you tell me the fee structure, sir?
Yes, it's 29,500 rupees for Commerce Code 08 subject.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So who else? I think Nishita.
Nishita. Yeah.
Yeah, Nishita, speak up.
Am I audible?
Yes, Nishita. Finally. Okay.
Finally, yes, sir.
From which city are you speaking?
Sir, I'm speaking from Pune.
Pune, very nice. हाँ निशिता बोलो.
Sir, मैंने actually अपना MBA HR कर रखा है. Presently pursuing my PhD in management. Have appeared UGC for 6 times now, all failed attempts, unfortunately. 2 times with management subject and 4 times with code 55. So, sir, अभी तो मैंने 2 साल से drop ले लिया है because I am feeling कि I think this is a far attained dream अभी. तो ये मैं कर पाऊंगी. और पहला क्वेश्चन ये, और दूसरा सर वर्किंग भी हूँ, मदर भी हूँ 5 year old की, और PhD भी चल रहा है, तो साथ ही साथ में हो पाएगा क्या सर? एंड विच सब्जेक्ट शुड आई गो फॉर नाउ? Because both have not been successfully cleared by me.
What is your subject of PhD?
PhD is management, sir.
PhD is what?
Management subject, sir. I have selected a field from HR only, specifically
HR,
like
right?
HR.
Okay.
But
Because
sir, here the glitch is that in spite of doing my studies in HR, I am working as a marketing professional. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed thing for me.
देखो, अगर नाउ ये तो आपको डिसाइड करना होगा कि किस में आप करना चाहोगे, ठीक है? बट अगेन आप देखिए हाउ एंड इट्स ओके. गुड थिंग इज निशिता, व्हाट यू नो व्हाट यू हैव बीन डूइंग. ओके, सो आप सबसे पहले क्या कीजिए कि सी इन व्हाटएवर पेपर यू हैव रिटन रिसेंटली, जिसमें आप फेल हुए हो, राइट, है ना? एक बार पेपर देख के फाइंड आउट योर एरियाज ऑफ वीकनेस. ठीक है, कि वेयर डिड यू फेल. जब आपने मान लो फॉर एग्जांपल माना आपने मैनेजमेंट दिया, आपका स्टैट्स में अच्छा था, एचआर में था, या मैनेजरल इकोनॉमिक्स में था. जस्ट फिगर आउट योर एरियाज ऑफ वीकनेस. सिमिलरली इन पेपर 1, ठीक है? तो फिर पेपर देख के ओवरऑल स्कोर कम है, डोंट लुक एट दैट. जस्ट लुक एट वेयर यू इन विच एरियाज यू आर वीक. Then accordingly,
सर पेपर 1 जनरली हो जाता है मेरा, लेकिन पेपर 2 इज बैड.
पेपर 1 में कितना स्कोर आया पिछली बार आपका?
I actually do not remember that, sir. लेकिन I know that मेरा drastic difference होता है पेपर 1 और पेपर 2 में.
Anyway, see, point is that again हम ये एनालिसिस ऐसे कर नहीं पाएंगे because now we have to go deep into it. आपका पूरा स्कोर किसका कितना था, किसका क्या था. So do that exercise, figure out where you are doing wrong. ठीक है? And yeah, but if you go with us, then don't worry, we'll take care of all these things. Okay, these are
also sir one more thing, like मेरा ये objective ये है कि I want to go into academics only, so want to pursue my career as an assistant professor. तो इस direction भी sir, मतलब management would be a good subject और subject code 55.
सुनो आप इसको इस तरह सोचो, छोड़ दो अभी ये सब, सिर्फ इतना सोचो किसमें आप पास कर पाओगे.
ओके,
बस इतना सोचो, बस अभी छोड़ दो ये सब, कोई बात नहीं. बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट कि आप उसको सोच के यू एंड अप टेकिंग अ सब्जेक्ट जिसमें आप फिर देते रहो पास में, फायदा क्या होगा. जस्ट सी इसमें मैं कर सकता हूं.
ओके सर.
हाँ, या ओके. Who else? And do not worry about these things that you are a mother and all those, because see, most of you are that. In fact, see, nobody is doing NET JRF in management at the age of 2021. So there are a lot of guys who are with lot of, in one of our classroom we had a bank manager of, I don't know, 55, 56 years old. So don't worry about these things. Yeah.
Priyanshi Dubey.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Priyanshi, speak up. Yeah.
Sir, actually, I received a mail from Classrooms Human Paratus that the recorded live classes can only be accessed through Android-based phone and a Windows laptop, right? But I do not have any of these. I'm using iPhone and MacBook. So what is the solution for that?
Send us an email. We'll give you access of this Mac and whatever you have. Don't worry. Yeah, this will be done. Send us an email.
Mail to contact@Human Paratus.
Yeah, whatever email ID you have, don't worry. It will come to us.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So do we have anybody else, Shiva, or can we wind up for today?
The last one will be Naveen Chakravarti.
Yes, Naveen.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, Naveen. Please speak up. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, my question is, I have given once in management and once in HRM. Now, I am at a point where I just want to pass. I don't, I'm not so much particular, किस में ज़्यादा है, मतलब कौन सा ज़्यादा स्कोप है ना, तो दोनों में कंपैरेटिवली आपके एक्सपीरियंस से कौन सा पास चांसेस ज़्यादा हैं, सर?
नवीन, आई एम सॉरी कि पता दोनों में चांस बराबर है, वो इसलिए I'll compare them. ठीक है, जो मैनेजमेंट का सिलेबस है दैट इज ऑलमोस्ट ओके आई थिंक, क्योंकि ना काफी लोग ये पूछ रहे हैं, सो आई विल स्पेंड अ मिनट ऑन दिस. ठीक है, गिव मी अ सेकंड, आई विल कंपेयर बोथ ऑफ देम फॉर यू गाइस एंड देन we'll wind up. Okay, because we are already at 11. I think some of you are still interested in asking questions. So give me a second. Yeah, guys. Okay. So Naveen, I'll tell you, let's compare both of them. Okay. Management, HRM. ठीक है. See, अब competition की बात कर लेते हैं. So approximately 8 to 10,000 students appear over here. 30 to 35. It keeps varying. 30 to 35K in management. Okay. Now number of seats are a percentage of that, some percentage which is fixed. Okay. So from this point of view, competition remains same. Second thing, let us look at the syllabus. So it has a syllabus of approximately, if it is X, it is 2X syllabus, double of that. Okay. Next thing, let us look at opportunities, more opportunities, limited opportunities. Next thing, again, because in management you have to study your accounts also, FM also, operations also, stats also, eco also. So there are a lot of mathematical kind of subjects. I don't know how many of you come from that background. This is also very similar to taking biology or maths in class 11. Are you from this kind of background, Naveen, where you have to make this decision in class 11? Taking bio. Bio में जहाँ आपको ज़्यादा रट्टा लगाना पड़ेगा, मैथ्स में जहाँ आपको थोड़ा ज़्यादा समझना पड़ेगा चीजों को in class 11. So it is more theoretical in nature. लेकिन इसमें आपको काफी theoretical plus numerical ये भी होगा. Next comparison, इसका जो कट ऑफ है it will be approximately you can say 65-68%, ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है. This will be approximately 70%. ठीक है. So I will not say which one is easier or tougher. ठीक है. So this is the comparison in front of you. मैंने आपको बता दिया एक एक करके. But do not go after this comparison. Just go after it. किसी में आप पास कर पाओगे. Is that okay, Naveen?
Sir, follow-up question to that is, अगर आपका क्लासेस 6 घंटे हैं हफ्ते में, तो उसके अलावा हमको
हफ्ते में आपकी 15-16 घंटे क्लास है।
ओके, तो 15-16 घंटा है, उसके अलावा हमको कितने 10-12 घंटे हफ्ते में पढ़ेंगे तो बस होंगे सर?
देखिए हाँ, इतना टाइम आपको लगाना ही होगा। जितना आप क्लास में अटेंड करते हो एटलीस्ट उतना आपको खुद से भी पढ़ना ही होगा। यस, दैट इज ओके।
अच्छा, अगर हम लोग ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लेते हैं तो अगर कोई भी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस अटेंड कर रहे हैं और वही क्लास अगर वापस भी रिकॉर्डेड सुनना चाहते हैं तो सुन भी सकते हैं ना? ऑनलाइन वालों का रिकॉर्डेड भी अलाउड है?
यू कैन डू दैट।
ओके ओके सर, और एक और चीज है कि मेरा पहला एक बार मैंने मैनेजमेंट का सिलेबस आपसे मटेरियल मंगवाया है, तो अभी अगर हमको सिर्फ रिकॉर्डेड ही लेना है तो क्या कर सकते हैं सर?
जस्ट सेंड अस एन ईमेल, आवर टीम विल हेल्प यू।
ओके सर, तो अभी आपका जो मोस्ट रिसेंटली ऑनलाइन जो भी होगा वो पूरा एक्सेस मिलेगा ना अगर हम लोग सिर्फ लेंगे तो? ठीक है, ठीक है सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आपने बट मेरा वापस वही क्वेश्चन आ जाता है कि एचआरएम चूज करूं या मैनेजमेंट, बट
आपने दोनों में दिया। एक बार आप सिलेबस देख लीजिए, ठीक है? थोड़ा ये भी देख लीजिए कि आपको फ्यूचर में क्या, आपको एचआर वाले फील्ड में रहना है या आपको बाकी में जाना है। अगर एचआर वाले में रहना है तो फिर कोड 45 ले लीजिए आप।
ओके, नहीं सर, मेरा पहला तो मोटिवेशन है कि पास हो जाऊं, बाद में देखा जाएगा कि किसमें होगा, पहले तो पास होना ही है।
व्हाट आई टेलिंग पीपल। और एक बार आप एक में हो जाए फिर दूसरा दे लेना। ये तो हर 6 महीने बाद होगा, राइट?
हाँ ये सर, वही है मेरा पहला गोल इज टू जस्ट पास हो जाए, बाद में देखा जाएगा कि उससे क्या बेनिफिट होगा कि नहीं होगा।
करेक्ट, यस, राइट।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।
We have the last one will be Venkat Ganapati.
Okay, I think Ram Shankar is asking classes will be in English or Hindi only. Guys, classes will be strictly in English only. Why? Because we have got many students from South Indian states who are not comfortable in Hindi. So our teacher do not even use mix of Hindi and English. It's purely English only. Okay.
Venkat,
okay,
you can ask your question.
Yes, Venkat, speak up.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, very good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you so much for the orientation. Can you hear me?
Yes, Venkat. Speak
Hello.
Up. Yeah. Yes, Venkat.
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for the orientation program. It is very informative. I also agree with you that the videos, the marathon videos, can sometimes be very deceiving because it's not possible to cover the syllabus in 2 hours or 3 hours. So what I wanted to ask you was, sometimes if you look at the questions in the UGC net, some of the questions don't have any straightforward answers, sir. So how do we then decide, I mean, who will decide this particular answer? This is a question. Because some of the questions I've seen, particularly in paper 2, management, like I would like to give a small example. I will not take more than 1 minute. Like for example, there was a question saying that if there is lot of power distance between at the top management and the employees in the organization, what they're talking about is hierarchical barriers. Okay, and because of that, there is a communication is not flowing properly. There is a gap in the communication because of somebody having higher power or higher authority in the organization. What sort of barrier is this? Is it a geographical barrier or a physical barrier or a cultural barrier, etc.? So these kind of questions, sometimes answers can be interpreted in different manner. So it can be considered as a physical barrier, it can be considered as a cultural barrier. And so these kind of questions where the answers are not straightforward and where there could be more than one answer, how does UGC net decide that this is the right answer for that particular question?
See, 2-3 things. Number one, okay, I'm not expert on this topic, okay, so I will not be get into the question, but I understood what you are asking. 2-3 things. Number one,
yes, yeah.
Since the NTA has taken over the exam, the questions are becoming more conceptual than straight away keyword based. Okay.
Right.
So you have to understand things now. You have to understand each keyword than just remembering it. Okay. You have to understand each keyword. This is the one change which has occurred over the years, and now paper is becoming better and better. Second thing, even after doing everything, in every paper there will be few questions for which you will think the answer is different, NTA will think it's a different, but these questions will not be more than 3 and 4. Do not worry about that. That is there, that will keep happening. Just worry about those remaining 80 to 85% questions which has a straightforward answer, but why we couldn't do that. Just worry about that.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Just worry about that paper which will make you pass. The unfortunate part is that most of us keep worrying about those 5 tougher questions. Please understand, nobody is getting them right. It is not you only. Nobody is getting them right. So don't worry about that. Just worry about the remaining 80, which about which there is no confusion. That is what will make you pass.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So Shiva, what is your plan? Are we winding up or what? Okay, guys.
So let's wind up. It's already 11:15.
Okay. So guys, we are crossing the time. Okay, I think Pinky is last person I'll speak to, and then I'll wind up. Yeah, Pinky H, can you speak up?
Hi sir, good morning.
Yes, हाँ, Pinky.
सर मैं ओल्ड स्टूडेंट हूँ, आपका प्रीवियस बैच लिया हुआ है मैंने, तो अपडेटेड मटेरियल अभी मिलेगा सर हमें?
इसके लिए हमें ईमेल कर दीजिए आप, हमारी टीम विल चेक इट किया एनरोल किया था क्या था, गेट बैक टू अस वाया ईमेल. ओके, ठीक
है सर. और एक और क्वेश्चन था सर, अभी साइड बाय साइड पीएचडी में एडमिशन लेने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं सर, along with this?
Come back later. I will set up you with somebody for this thing. Right now let us focus on कि UGC नेट कैसे पास करना है. ठीक है?
Okay sir, thank you.
So guys, thank you so much, and we'll wind up. Some of you are still interested in asking something. So what you can do is that send us an email or call us from Monday anytime. We'll take care of that.